We're kicking off our summer series. Today's sizzling summer reads with the one and only Stephen King. He's one of America's most prolific and successful writers with more than 300 million books in print. His newest page-turner is called Joyland. It's a crime novel set in an amusement park. Stephen King, welcome back.
Willie, it's good to be here.
First things first, your Boston Red Sox. How are they in first place?
I think it's just sort of levitation. It's mind over matter, Willie. But it's funny, isn't it? At the beginning of the year, everybody said, well, the Red Sox and the Yankees are going to fight it out for last place, and it's the same old, same old.
And the Yankees might be sinking a little bit right now. You guys are looking good. Let's talk about this book. You've gone and haunted amusement parks for us now. Thanks a lot. There was no going back to amusement parks. But you said this is an idea that's been knocking around in your head for something like 20 years?
Yeah, it started with just an image. I think books are, for me, they're not built things, they're found things. And I had this image of a little boy in a wheelchair who was flying a kite. And the image wouldn't go away, just stayed. And I thought, well, there's something here, just wait and let it grow. And little by little, the amusement park showed up down the beach from where the little boy was flying the kite. Wow. And the story started to form around that. And I thought to myself, why have I waited so long to do something with amusement parks? They're just scary places.
They are. And is it true that the Overlook Hotel from The Shining was in your original head an amusement park?
Yeah, it was going to be called, The Shining was going to be called Dark Shine, and the idea was to have the family caretaking an amusement park in the off-season. And then I thought, well, it's kind of hard to trap people, you know. I've got to find a place that's a little more isolated than that, so I settled on the Overlook.
Is that how you do these stories? Do they just come to you? I mean, you said you let it sit there and wait for it to come to you.
It's like having a fossil in the sand, and you have to kind of like brush it away, and you try to get it out as much as you can intact. And if you get it all out, you win. You know, there were books like The Green Mile, where I had no idea where I was going, and sometimes you get it all, and that's a terrific feeling.
What a cool way to put it. This is your 44th book. You said recently, without writing, I'd be dead. What did you mean by that?
Well, I think it's one thing that I've had, it's an escape hatch for me. It's an escape from, when you say 44 books, for me that's 44 alternate realities. It's and people say, where did you get the idea for this, or why did you write that? And to me, it's hard to remember. It's like living in a dream. It's great, you know. I would do this for free. Don't tell anybody. I said
you
that.
Probably could at this point, Stephen.
No, I like to be paid for what I do, but it's a great job, and it's a playground job, and I get paid to play.
Now, controversy might be too strong a word for this, but you've decided with Joyland not to release an e-book. You've done it previously. You're not a Luddite. I know that about you. So why no e-book for this one?
Because it's retro. It's a paperback. It's published with Hard Case Crime. And they do paperbacks with these raucous covers that are sort of throwbacks to the Mickey Spillane era, where you'd have a cover that would show the cigarette girl with a .45 automatic in her hand. And I thought, well, if it's retro, let's go all the way and do it as a book that people actually have to buy. Go out to a bookstore and buy it. Reacquaint themselves with bookstores, maybe. That's not the main cause. I'm not out there waving a sign, because I've got a Nook, I've got a Kindle, I've got an iPad, I've got all the bells and whistles. And people can order this book online if they want, but I like to think of people going out and buying it the way that I used to buy paperbacks off the wire rack.
A throwback. So books, movies, TV shows, and now a musical. You're working with John Mellencamp and T-Bone Burnett.
Right.
Tell me about that.
It's called Brothers of Darkland County, and the soundtrack album, if you will, is going to drop, I think, tomorrow. And that'll be available. And then in the fall, there's going to be a 20-city tour with a lot of good people and a lot of good singing and all that. It's going to be nice.
That's a good collection of talent right there. Now, you've kick it off for us here. Today's Sizzling Summer Reads. You've chosen 3 books that you think our viewers will like this summer. What do you have?
Well, both of my sons published novels this year, and so I got to go with that. My son Joe writes as Joe Hill, which is his middle name. His novel is Nosferatu, and it's one of those things you read, and it's so scary you have to go hide in your closet. My other son,
I wonder where he gets it, by the
way. From his mother.
Right.
My other son, Owen, has written a book called Double Feature, which is about the worst movie-making experience of all time, and that's Fall on the Floor Laughing, so I like that. And another one that I like very much is a novel called Silk and Prey by John Sanford. He's the perfect summer read, as far as I'm concerned. It's a Lucas Davenport novel, and it's about a politician gone bad, which is totally, as we know, fictional, but...
Right. Would never happen. Stephen King, a great way to kick off our sizzling summer reads, and always good to talk to you. Thanks
Willie,
so much.
It's great. Thank you.
Stephen. Again, the book is Joyland, and it is out tomorrow.